Episode 4, Getting Over My Ex or Trying to. Hi guys, this is your girl Jay. I'm back with another episode. This one is about, I talked about my ex Nate, and I'm going to get into a little bit more about what happened. So, I talked about Nate, my ex, being the one, or at least I thought he was the one. Why did he break up with me? Why did he dump me? Ultimately, it was my depression that took a big toll on the relationship. I told you guys before in the other episodes that I have a deep state of depression. I've always had it since I was a kid, but it grew more and more and more the older I got. And it turned into clinical depression. And that depression took a big toll on the relationship. I will talk more about the mental health aspect of my life in a later episode, but I will say I was diagnosed with clinical depression back in 2021. This is before we got together. He tried his hardest to be there for me, even when he was going through his own stuff when we were together. It got to the point where I wasn't really listening to him, and he got tired of it. He said he needed time and space to think about our relationship towards the end. And because I was so consumed in my depression and selfishness, like I just became a person that I wasn't myself. Like I wasn't like I was in the beginning of our relationship. I changed a lot because I was so depressed from being at a job that I didn't really want to be at. And once I left that job, I was unemployed for a long time, and I was depressed from being unemployed, and I felt like I was pushing our relationship to be more like I was talking about marriage and everything. I was talking about like having kids and stuff. Like I was pushing our relationship to the point I wasn't living in the moment. I was living in the future, and I wasn't being present with him. And I think that was another thing that really kind of was, I wouldn't say that was the determining factor. I think it was more so me not listening to him, especially when he said he needed time and space. Because the night he broke up with me, I had called him up and we argued and got into it real bad. And that's when he said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And he broke up with me. I couldn't accept it. I spent weeks trying to get him to change his mind. He took the pics of us off his Facebook profile, making it really final. He had put pics of, when we were together, he put pics of us up on his Facebook profile. And he took those down. So I knew that was, it was final. And he blocked me for a while. He blocked me off of Facebook. And he blocked me off his phone. Then he unblocked me, and then blocked me again. And then my best friend kind of had to come in and intervene and try to basically convince him that we've been friends for so long, like we need to still have this friendship, like we still need to stay in contact. Like I know like a lot of people say that you should go contactless with your ex, but because we were friends for so long, like really good friends, I didn't want to lose him. He was part of my support system. But I know that that's, now I'm looking at it now, and we probably needed that space. We needed that space. But he unblocked me, and we continued to talk. And then we were just friends. November came around, and we ended up sleeping together. Then I found out he and his best girlfriend from high school fell for each other. And he ended up proposing to her New Year's Eve, although she's married with a kid. And that's a whole nother story in episode. Like, that is a whole nother story. Like, I won't get into that. That's not even really like part of my life. That's his life. That's what he's going through. That's what he's dealing with. But my thing was, you proposed to her. You only was, y'all were friends for a very long time, longer than we were friends. But you were only with her for 4 months, and you proposed to her, but we were together for over a year, and you never even thought to propose to me. You gave me a promise ring. What the? I'm not even gonna curse, but like, what is that? Like, you give me a promise ring, but you don't give me a proposal. But you give her a proposal. I'm gonna like not even get into that, like, because it's gonna upset me. But that's when I matched with someone on the app, and I tried to get over him, but the guy I matched with ended up going for another girl. I said it in the last episode, in the dating episode. So when after I found out after I found the guy that I matched with was into another girl, I ended up sleeping with Nate again in January of this year. Since he was in an open relationship with the girl best friend he proposed to. He said, like, they decided to be in an open relationship because she's still married. Yeah, it's a crazy story. That's a crazy story for another day. I'm not even going to get into that. But we ended up sleeping together in January. Then I said no more, as it was only hurting me, and matched with someone else in March, like I said before. But in hindsight, I should have never matched with anyone when I knew deep down I wasn't over Nate. Like, me still sleeping with him obviously showed that I was not over him. The new guy called me out on it, and we ended up our courtship after only a few months of dating. I ended up sleeping with Nate in this July, and recently in October. So recent that it was last week. It was last weekend. I know. I'm trifling. But I paused the dating app Hinge, because until I get him out of my system, I can't move on and try to be with someone else. I have to try to stop sleeping with him and move on. So that's why I titled this. Oh gosh, what did I title this? Getting over my ex, or trying to, because it's a work in progress. Like, I don't think I'm going to sleep with him anymore. I keep saying I won't, and I end up doing it, but because he is the best I've ever had. But at the end of the day, it's only hurting me. Every time after I sleep with him, I feel worse. I don't feel better. And I can't lie to say I'm not still in love with him. I still love him. Nate is just my heart. And even if we don't ever really be together again, I will always love him and cherish every moment with him, every moment we spend together, whether it's sex or not. But hopefully not. Like, I need to move on from that. Like, I need to get past the sex part and just us really being friends. And maybe we need space and time, and I don't know how to do that, like, because he's been my support system for so long. Like, as I told you before in the previous episode, he's been my support system since college. Like, I can tell you so many things that I've gone through and that he was there for. Like, I was sexually assaulted. He was there for that. Like, he was there for the Chris situation. Like, he was there for so many different things. Like, so you're talking about a person that you have this deep bond with that you just can't really break, like, so easily. And I know for him it's the same way. Like, he just can't break the bond between us. That's why he kept unblocking me, because he couldn't really stop being friends or whatever we are. I don't know what to call us, like, to be honest. Like, I don't know what it is. It's a friendship, but it's a friends with benefits situation, maybe a little bit. But I want to get out of that because it's not healthy at all. But yeah, let me know, you guys, if you have a similar situation you've gone through with your ex where you still slept with them after the breakup. And I want to know, like, how did you get past that? Like, how did you end up getting to a point where you just were friends, or did you stop being friends because you couldn't do it? You couldn't be just friends. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.